My book. Well, I mean,
I can promise you this book is totally awesome.
well, I mean, all I'm doing is I'm relating all of these things which I know from my perspective are true.
And to be honest with you, this publication is going to be totally epic in so many ways.
Because I got, first of all,
Does that mean, from my perspective, they're not?
all I can tell you is this is a,
This is your personal history and knowledge as far as you're aware from your own...
Yeah, the fact of the matter is that I have a very poor memory, so I make a very bad liar.
Thank you very much for the great interview.
No, it's my pleasure. It really, really is. You know, the thing is, this is I don't have to lie. It's all here, and my memory's good and everything else. And so for me, it's like falling off a log. It's so easy to do because I mean every word of it. You know.
On Kickstarter is finished, or people can send money.
Oh yeah. The Kickstarter itself closed because there was a limited time, but I've actually got a website which is called.
I don't remember too.
My memory is terrible. It's called. Oh dear. Let me come back to you on that.
Yeah.
I can send it to you anyway, so you can put that in. But yeah, I've got a website in which people and they are still sending in, to buy the book. If I lie and I can't remember what I've said, so I don't lie. It's not in me to lie. So everything I'm recalling, unless I've forgotten something, it's the truth. Everything I'm telling you is true. There may be more to it, but everything I'm telling you is the truth. You know, I mean, it's true that Medi kept firing people, but not salespeople.
Managers.
No, just department managers like engineering and manufacturing and people like that. And he was terrible at hiring. He always hired the wrong people.
I was recruited by Mehdi Ali in 1990 to come and work in Germany, actually, in Braunschweig.
And the people that they employed they just did not know how to employ the right people. And Mehdi Ali in particular was the worst culprit.
On a more positive note, right, how many Amigas do you think your division, your operating division, or your company sold?
Ooh. Do you know, I honestly don't know, but what I can tell you that I did a sort of back of the envelope calculation one day about how many computers I think I sold, and I'm talking about everything from 16s to plus 4s and Amigas and 64s. And I think personally, not my team, personally, I think I sold 2.4 million computers in 12 years. Not bad, is it?
No.
I then reached the conclusion that Steve Franklin was in a very good position. He was a young guy, and he was very successful because of all the work that I did. And, my CV is incredible. I've only worked for blue chip companies.
Yeah.
And I could not even get an interview. I'm certain it was my age more than anything else. But of course they don't tell you that, not allowed to.
No, they're not, no.
But I could not even get an interview for a job, and it was really frustrating. I mean, but all I can say to you is that I promise you that what you will get is the truth as far as I'm aware. But I mean, I spent 5 years in the Commodore UK, and I built that business. Yes, I had a good team, and I didn't do all the work myself, but I controlled the team, and we built the business, and this evidence is all there. Because I am a sales and marketing guy, and I'm good at what I do. I hope you can tell from my passion, I understood, and I was one of the very few people in the whole of the Commodore community, I swear to you, who understood what needed to happen, what should have happened.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, I'll tell you the truth about the US. And I made a difference in every aspect. The countries that I worked in, and even in America. When I took over in America in 1992, we were not trading. We had no business in all the retail stores, and I managed to sort it out and get us trading again. So, and I know this firsthand. So everything I'm telling you, I swear to you on my life, is the truth. Right? I've got no reason to tell you any lies. Why would I? I was on the take. In order to have done this deal, I'd send money.
Which is always welcome.
I mean, but let's be honest about it. I'm an honest businessman. I always have been all my life. so much has happened to Commodore after it got sold to Escom, and there are so many things happened, and some of them are not very nice things, and it ended up being some kind of a war between people who were just trying to scavenge bits of pieces of remnants of Commodore in order to make a quick buck.
Anybody who's met me, you know who I am. I'm 100% what you see is what you get. I don't have any side to me. If I don't agree with something, I'll tell you, because I believe that's the right way to be in life. And the good thing is that I could never be a liar because my memory is not good enough. So that's why anybody asks me a question, I can tell it from my heart. That's how I remember it, and I don't have to worry about what lie did I tell.
And so suddenly I find myself being in a position of like being a rock star.
And we're all being made to look like heroes, which is lovely. And I walked into it, and I suddenly find I'm being treated like a rock star. If they're planning to go to any of those events, I am making myself available for a one-to-one dinner with a number of people. Hopefully there'll be other guests involved from the Amiga world, the Amiga community, Commodore community. And it's an opportunity to come to dinner and spend probably up to 3 hours in very close contact with me on a personal basis. So I think that's quite let's put it this way, it's tasty. I think that's quite a good way of putting it.
I'm sure the wine will be flowing as well.
Oh, you bet, absolutely.
And I walked into this Amiga 30 event in Amsterdam, and I was suddenly swamped. There's, the room was full, probably 150 people. And they come up to me, David, come have your autograph, come have a selfie, come have And I thought, what's going on here?
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be offering people the opportunity to have a one-to-one friendship with me after the book is released. So when they get the book and they read into it, if there's any specific questions they want to ask me, if they're pledged, they can actually have a one-to-one with me.
And so I recorded that, and I have to say that when you listen to it, it's no trickery. This was recorded in one take. There's no cut and paste. It's one guitar, one track. And when you listen to it, it's hard to believe because I played technically. But anyway, it's a whole variety of music, and I was forced to re-release it because people loved it so much. Anyway, that's a free download. But I don't often get it wrong. But
in fact, I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I estimated, and this is only an estimate, okay, like a back of the envelope job. I've estimated that in the 12 years I was with Commodore, I personally have sold somewhere between 2 and 2.25 million computers, okay? And most of the time I didn't even know how to switch one on.
Oh, seriously? Okay.
Seriously, yeah. I hate to admit it, but I have to be honest. When it comes to selling, you don't have to be technical, and sometimes it's better to not be technical. People don't want to know how something does it. They just want to know, what does it do? What's it going to do for me, right? And if you can show them, that's why I put all the packs together. Show people what it does. Who cares? It's a bit of plastic, and
no man plans to fail. He merely fails to plan. And that's true.
Nobody's talking. I can't get any reaction from you. I don't know whether this is going down well.
We're in shock. We were muted. We're shocked.
Am I doing all right? Are you happy with what I'm telling you?
Oh, yeah.
These stories? Good.